Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Spearman here. Now I'm hoping you can think back a few weeks to my assembly which focused on remote learning and how you can get the most out of every single learning opportunity that's provided to you by your teachers. I'm going to go over a few of those things again today, but also I'm going to let you know how we are going to start tracking your engagement in lessons. So there's a few questions on the screen behind me, and those questions are asking you to think about last half term. How did you actually engage in your learning? Did you just attend the lesson? Did you kind of take part? Or did you actively engage in your learning? So there's a few bits and pieces that you can do. So this slide should be fairly familiar to you. So there's a couple of bits on here that you might want to think about doing this week or this half term. So when you finish the lesson, how about contacting one of your friends and having a conversation about what you have learnt? That kind of activity really helps embed that learning in your memory, which will help you retain that information and recall it later on down the line. How about making sure that you attend your lessons on time and actively engage in the different activities that your teachers provide for you, whether that is an assignment, whether that is a quiz, whether that's using a whiteboard, whether it's a question that you're directed to answer. Get yourself engaged, either in the chat or on mute. Getting involved in your lessons is a really good way of maximising your potential to make progress. We're going to start tracking engagement, and we have been contacting students that have attended lessons but perhaps haven't been engaging as well as they could. Now, there's a variety of reasons that students might not engage, but if you're struggling with getting online, or if you're struggling to access things like the assignments or some of the Teams functions, get in touch, because we may be able to find some solutions for you so that you can get involved in your learning more actively. So last time I gave you some hints and tips about being really good learners, about setting yourself up right, giving yourself 10 minutes before the start of a lesson to make sure you've got all of the equipment that you need to be successful. And lastly, don't forget you can use your Xbox or you can use your PlayStation to access your online learning too. Use the guidance that's available at the end of this presentation. So in order for us to track your engagement, we are going to be using our register system that we use to track your attendance. So teachers from today onwards are going to be looking at how well you get involved in your learning, and will be giving a code accordingly. So what that means is if you get engaged and you do all of the work that's expected of you, using things like assignments, using the chats and so on, you can get graded as a 2. And that means you've not only attended, but you've done really well and put in lots of effort in your learning. There is also a grade 1, which acknowledges those people who attend their lesson, who do engage with some bits of their learning, but might not do the best that they possibly can. We will also be continuing to mark people as present if they attend the lesson, but they will be marked as a different code if there is no engagement at all. And that's important because attendance to lessons is really, really positive, and we want you to keep working hard at getting to your lessons on time. But like I said, it is about engaging in that learning to maximise your progress. And obviously, if you're not attending your lesson, you'll get a code that says that you weren't attending either. So a few bits to make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy and safe while you are learning remotely. Things like making sure you give yourself regular eye breaks. So that means every 20 minutes, look away for 20 seconds and look as far away as you can, but ideally about 20 feet. All right, so if you've got a window in the room that you're working in, look out of that window for 20 seconds, okay? So that means doing that twice during a lesson. Make sure you eat healthily and make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Have a drink next to you while you're working, and it means that you'll keep hydrated, and that means you can maximise your brain use. Make sure you're sitting upright to protect your neck and your back. And of course, give yourself time to be active and get outside. It's all very, very important for your well-being. So this is the last bit from me. Just remember a few key things. Don't just attend your lessons, engage in your learning. That is the only way you're going to maximise your progress in the circumstances that we're in at the moment. Make sure you keep yourself safe and healthy, and make sure you are doing everything you possibly can to attend on time and do all of the lesson activities that are available to you. Keep going. It's difficult, but hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel, and we are really hoping to see you back in school very soon. See you soon.